Hello? May nakikita po ba kayong presentation?
Meron be.
Meron po.
Thank you. All right, so here's my topic, leveraging on outcomes-based design, making the most from the traditional and authentic assessment. So from the introduction, if you don't know where you are going, it doesn't matter which road you take. Like for example, if this course is not for you, and if you don't want this course, the BEd, it doesn't matter if you want to continue if it will lead you to a success because you are the pilot of your own destination or your own what do you call this career. Next. Likewise, Carol's idea challenges every one of us to be certain about the things that we want to achieve, regardless of our varying contexts in life. Knowing our respective destination would mean carefully planning the journey in order to safely arrive there, probably in the most convenient and efficient way. So, just like what I've said, like for example, if this is not your want or your wish or yung pangarap mo na gusto mong abutin, it takes a challenge. So you will be have a courage to continue and pursue your passion. So just like in formal education, it is highly important for the teachers and educators to be precise on what they want the pupils to realize prior to the start of any instructional interventions. Failure to do so would mean difficulty for both the teachers and pupils. And for this one, when you are already being distributed or already practice teaching, this is where you can deliver or how can you be effective teacher to your pupils. Clarity of focus. This pertains to the certainty of what you intend the pupils to achieve at the end of their time with them. So this means that all instructional inputs and processes are designed to achieve. This includes discrete instructional deliveries and assessment tests. These are geared toward what they want the pupils to demonstrate successfully. So for this one, based on my understanding, um, the clarity of focus, and when you are explaining subject or lesson to your student, you must be have a concrete or clarity of every lesson that you want to explain to your student so that your student can understand it. Next, expanded opportunity. This means that the provision of multiple opportunities for the pupils to acquire and demonstrate at a very high level whatever they are ultimately expected to learn. This implies that formative and summative tasks are aligned to the intended outcome. So basically, if you're have a lesson and you wanted to explain it to children, don't focus on just that lesson that you wanted to explain. You need to reinvent or you need to think outside of the box so that the children can learn and adopt what lesson you wanted to taught to them or you wanted to teach to your student. So that is the expanded opportunity so that you can teach very well to your student. Next, High expectations. High expectations have nothing to do with the bell curve. That is, expectations and results are not exclusively anchored on pen and paper assessments, which is in most cases in narrow, shallow, and hollow. Superior results means so for this one, we have a high expectation when it comes to explaining to our students. We are not going to explain just a little bit. We are expecting them to do what we are expecting to do, or the children want to do to us, or the performance for them. For this one, we will need first to think if we are providing our children the knowledge that they want to adopt to us, or the knowledge that they want to learn. So for this one, for you to become a for you to be expect or to expect your children, you must need first to analyze your student if they are adapting your lesson or your topic, so that you can task them on the activity that you wanted to provide them. So for you to be able to set an expectation for your children, you must need first to check if they are adapting the lesson or the topic that you are teaching to your student. Next, design down. Backward design is the name of the game, as Stephen Covey famously quipped, begin with the end in mind. Here, the teachers and instructional designers should see a plan, things backward. The figure below illustrates the usual way of planning instructional intervention, as one can see outcomes are first identified, followed by instruction, which includes learning, task, and finally assessment. In this particular design, there is a tendency for the teachers to miss gauging the intended outcome, since as experience taught us, the instructional and learning tasks are what teachers usually measure to assess. So this is the OBE design. So one second, let me check here. On the contrary, the OBE design in Figure 2 places a premium on assessment as the second step after intended outcome are identified. This means that all assessment tasks are aligned and directly linked to the standards to be achieved. Interestingly, instruction and learning tasks are anchored on the assessment, which is more effective and efficient achieving the learning goals or outcomes. So, since outcomes-based systems are expect the pupils to earn out the processes defined within an outcome statement. They are careful to build those processes directly into the outcome through demonstration verbs. So this OBE design is a layout of guided plan of the various components of the course. So this can help generating a conducive environment for learning in lines with the OBE principles and a check of various components of a curriculum in terms of the course outcomes. And that's it. Thank you for listening.